Greetings, I'm Professor K, and in this short video presentation, we're going to take a look at how we go about performing local file inclusion using Kali Web Shell's PHP scripts. Local file inclusion, or LFI, is an attack that involves uploading malicious files to a server, typically a web server. LFI attacks aim to exploit insecure local file upload functions that fail to validate user-supplied controlled input. LFI typically affects PHP web applications, and WebDAV is one such application. WebDAV stands for Web Distributed Authoring and Versioning. The WebDAV protocol provides a framework for users to create, change, and move documents on a server. Again, typically a web server or web share. Kali Linux comes with its own pre-built PHP scripts that can create a backdoor in the form of a web shell or a reverse shell. These pre-built scripts are stored inside of usr/share/webshells/PHP. Pen testers can make use of these pre-built scripts without having to write their own malicious PHP code. For this lab demonstration, I'll be using one virtual install of Kali Linux, one virtual install of Metasploitable 2, and I will be ensuring that both my virtual adapters are set to NAT network. Do ensure that both of your virtual machines are on the same network and that they can communicate with each other. The Metasploitable 2 will show you its current IP address once you log on to the terminal and type ifconfig. The username and password are provided at the terminal window. For your Kali, open a terminal and use the ifconfig command to find the IP address assigned to your Ethernet 0 adapter. To begin the lab, let's go to our Kali desktop and let's launch a terminal. For this exercise, we'll be connecting to our WebDAV system using the command line. The tool we're going to be using is called Cadaver. Using the Cadaver utility, we can connect to the DAV directory without the need for authentication. Kali comes pre-installed with the Cadaver utility, so at the prompt, all I have to do is type in Cadaver, give it a space, type in http:// the IP address of your Metasploitable 2 machine, give it a /, type in DAV. Once you've got everything typed in correctly, just go ahead and hit enter. We are now connected to the DAV share up on my Metasploitable 2 target. To see what commands are available to me, I can just type in a question mark and hit enter. With access to the WebDAV directory, we can upload web shells to the target server. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. To see what PHP scripts are available to us on our Kali machine, let's open up a second terminal. And at the prompt, let's type in ls space dash small letter A, small letter L, give it a space, / and this is going to be the path to the web shells folder, and in particular we want to get that subfolder for the PHP shells. So we're going to type in / usr /share /web shells /PHP, and when you're ready, just go ahead and hit enter. For this lab exercise, we will be using the last 4 PHP scripts. We're going to start off with the simple-backdoor.php script. Now I recommend that you go ahead and highlight the name of the script, right-click on it, and you can go ahead and copy the selection. Go ahead and minimize this terminal, and that brings us back to our Cadaver prompt. To upload this simple-backdoor.php script to my target machine, I'm going to use the put command. So I've typed in put space. Now I got to type in the path of where this simple-backdoor.php script is located. So I give it a space, / usr /share /web shells /php / the name of the script. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter, and you can see that it uploads immediately. Now that we have the script uploaded to the web server or the target machine, we need to execute the script. Now to do this, we're just going to open up a browser, and we're going to type in the IP address of that target machine, which in this case is 10.0.2.5. That is my IP address. Your IP address for your target machine will differ. /DAV, that's the web dav directory. Give it a /. Now this is the name of the script that we're going to execute. So when we're ready, I'm just going to go ahead and hit enter. Our script is now ready to issue commands to the web server itself. And so the first command we like to issue is the ID command to see how we're currently logged on. And so at the address bar, I'm going to append the following. I'm going to add in a question mark. Go ahead and highlight that real quick. I'm going to add in a question mark, CMD equals ID. I'll go ahead and hit enter. And it tells me we're currently logged on as www-data. Now to view all the usernames and passwords, have it printed out to the screen, I can type in question mark CMD equals cat. That is the command that is going to print out the contents of the passwd file for us, which is located up inside of the etc directory. So at that prompt, I've typed in question mark CMD equals cat plus /etc / the name of the file, which is passwd. I've already hit enter, and there it is. Now I have all the usernames and passwords that are located on that target machine. Go ahead and minimize your browser. Let's go ahead and upload another script. This time we're going to enhance our web shell just a little bit and get some more features out of it. To do this, I'm going to use the php-backdoor.php script. So again, at the prompt, I've typed in put space /usr /share /web shells /php / the name of the script, which is php-backdoor.php. Let's go ahead and upload. And it uploads immediately. I'm going to go ahead and just copy the name of this script here, like so. Reselection, bring back up my web browser. And I'm now going to replace where it says simple backdoor PHP with php-backdoor.php. Let's go ahead and launch this script. And you can see I got a lot more features than I did with just using the simple-backdoor.php script. I can now run my commands using the text box where it says execute command. In this example, I've typed in ls space -al, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the go button. And it shows me all the files that are currently directed up inside of this location. And from the results, we're given the permissions that are available on the file for the user www-data. And we can also see what files are currently located up inside of the DAV directory. Go and minimize your browser. Back at the cadaver prompt, we can go ahead and we can take a look at the next PHP script that is available to us up on our Kali machine. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and paste this in. And again, I'm going to use the put command, give it a space, /usr /share /web shells /php / the name of the next script, which is qsd-php-backdoor.php. Go ahead and hit enter, and that script is immediately uploaded. Again, I'm just going to highlight the name of this particular script. Go ahead and copy that, bring back up my web browser, and again, I'm going to back off the name of the previous script, and I'll do a Control-V. And now I have the name of my new script inside of the address bar. I'll go ahead and hit enter. And you can see that this is a much more featured filled type of a web shell that we get. Again, you can go down here and you can type in your commands. So in the text box, again, I've typed in ls space -al. I'll go ahead and hit the go button. And again, you see that we get a different look this time with the results that are returned for that command. Again, we have the permissions for the user www-data and what files are currently available up inside of that DAV directory. Now go ahead and minimize your browser. You'll recall that we do have one more script that we can play around with, and that is the php-reverse-shell.php script. But before we can play around with this particular PHP script, we're going to have to modify some information that's inside of it. Let's see how we do that. I'm going to modify the contents of this script using my Nano text editor. Now to do this, I'm going to bring up a fresh terminal, and at the prompt I'm going to type in the following: nano space /usr/share/web shells /php, and inside of that PHP folder I want Nano to bring up the contents of the php-reverse-shell.php script. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter, and you can now see that we're able to edit the contents of this script. Now you're going to have to use your arrows to move the prompt up and down. So I'm going to use my down arrow like so until I come to this section that I need to modify. Now the section that we need to modify is the IP and the port. And so this IP address that I need to modify has to be the IP address of my Kali machine. And that IP address is 10.0.2.4. And the port that I want to use to communicate for this reverse shell is going to be 5555 because I know it is not in use. So once you've got this modified, all you're going to do is a Control X. It's going to ask you to save the information that's inside of the buffer. You're going to type in Y, and then you're just going to hit enter, and it's going to bring you back to the prompt. Let's go ahead and close out this terminal, and let's bring up our WebDAV terminal. Now that we have modified the php-reverse-shell.php script, we need to get it uploaded to our target machine so that we can get a reverse shell back to us. So let's go ahead and upload this real quick. So at the prompt for my DAV directory, I have typed in put space /usr/share/web shells /php /php-reverse-shell.php. I'll hit enter, and that script is immediately copied on up to the DAV directory. Now before we can launch this particular script, we have to establish a listener on our Kali machine. So let's go ahead and open up a new terminal, and we're going to create a netcat listener. So at the prompt I've typed in netcat space dash small letter L, small letter V, small letter P, give it a space, and the number of the port, which is the port that we modified inside of the script, which is going to be 5555. Now once you have your listener set up, go ahead and hit enter, and now netcat is listening on port 5555 for connection back from that target machine. Let's go ahead and bring up a browser, and again I'm just going to replace the name of the previous script with the name of this reverse shell script, which is php-reverse-shell.php. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. And if we go on back over to our listener, you'll see that we now have a reverse shell established. And I can go ahead and I can type in ls space dash small letter A, small letter L, hit enter, and it brings me up the contents of that particular directory. And you can see that I'm currently logged on as root, and I have a lot more access to a lot more files than I did as www-data. And so in this short lab, we explored and performed numerous ways to establish a web shell using the ready-made PHP web shell scripts inside of Kali. I'm Professor K. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.